Okay, today's Wednesday, May 29th. It's starting to rain now. We are going as fast as we can go to get to the hay field. We finished a 60-acre field. We finished a 60-acre field yesterday. It made 165 bales. We are on the 40-acre field now, and we're just trying to beat this rain that's coming. It's supposed to really get bad and severe this afternoon. And then, what was that? They have it about cut all the way. Jason just got back with the mower, left Wes out there, and he's gonna hop in the baler and go bale. And Jeremy's getting ready to bale now too. So we're gonna get this loader greased up, get the fork on, and get the truck. Got Chance taking the 6410 with the loader to the hayfield. We're gonna go pick him up. We actually have my mom raking to try to speed things up. And I'm probably going to drop Allie off with her and let her teach Allie how to rake so that she can rake in the future. And then we'll start hauling some bales in as soon as I get some built. It's been a ridiculous morning. I'm out of grease. So far it's been a pretty crazy morning. Had the nutritionist here with his manager, and then milk quality guy was here trying to get the milk trucks lined up for the 3 times a day, and to make sure that they could do it, that we could cool the milk fast enough, which we can, like I told them. But oh man, had to talk to him, I had to talk to the nutritionist, so that put me a little bit behind. Now DHIA's here, which stands for Dairy Herd Improvement Association, and they are they got meters hooked up to the milkers, and they're taking samples of the milk, getting the cow's somatic cell components, their fat, their protein, and also getting milk weights on all the cows. And then we can get that entered in the computer, and then we are able to make decisions on cows that need to go, oh man, just got grease all over my arm. Cows that need to go ahead and get dried off, or cows that may need to be cold, or also the other thing it's going to do is once we get those milk weights, we'll be able to fine-tune the grouping of the cows, and have a true high group and a true low group, and then pretty much a group in the middle, which would probably mostly be young cows, and then that way we can feed them. So we can feed them how they need to be fed for the milk that they're given. So I had to help them get set up a while ago, or I say a while ago, it was like an hour ago, and yeah, so we're gonna finish getting this greased up. Take the bucket off, put the fork on. I gotta shoot grease in the fork where it slides, and then get the truck started up, and then go pick up Chance in the hayfield so he can get back and work the feed lane. And whatever else we got to do before we get out there to get some hay picked up. Alright, we're here to pick up Chance. We got all the other stuff ready. We're just going to give him a ride back so he can work the feed lane. and then we'll get the big truck and head down here and start loading bales. We're getting several tornado warnings on my phone, and Wes was up further over the hayfield and he can see some stuff. ¿Qué pasa? No hay luz? Yeah, that was somebody at the dairy just calling saying there's lost electricity, but there's something right over there. You can see it better earlier, or like 2 minutes ago. There's definitely something going on right there. We're starting to lose it behind these trees again. So I need to get to the barn like immediately.
That way?
That tornado is right there. I can't point my finger. It's right on top of them trees, straight ahead. See them clouds rising on the front of that dark cloud right there? Right on top of the trees. It is spinning right there. I got like 5 bales loaded on the truck, and then I am waiting on chance that high school kid to get here to with my truck so I can get right to the barn to turn the generator on, because they called and said we're out of power. I don't know exactly where that has gone, or where that tornado went. What part of town? I guess I need to call my wife. So we got Jason and Jeremy are in the 7200s bailing with the 469 solid specials. Wes is over there standing on top of the wheel or the tire of the 7410 with the 946 Moco, and my mom is in the 7400 with a R23 Vermeer rake, and the other 7210 in the mower is back at the dairy barn, and Jeremy's sitting there watching it. Wes is watching it. I'm watching it. My mom and Jason are still going, so I don't even know if they know what's going on. I highly doubt the camera is going to justify the rotation that we can see. It's definitely spinning right there. You see it? It's kind of hard to judge how far that is. The wife texted me and said we're out of power, so she must be okay. Of course, she just wanted me to stop and bring Allie home. I told her I couldn't do that. So, you alright? You gonna start crying?
No.
Why are you crying?
Nervous.
You're nervous? Why are you nervous?
Because.
Hello? South of Canton? Well, we're more east to south. We're more southeast of Canton. Well, how south? So they go between us and town? Okay, somebody else is calling me. Hi. Hello?
Sometimes you can have one that'll show up and it'll spin up, and another one will develop almost in the exact same situation over the same area, just about 30-45 minutes later, as we saw with the tornadoes a couple years ago. So, possible tornado there. There's definitely some rotation. It looks like the rotation with this northern storm
It's
is
right
not
there.
as
You can still
impressive
see
as
it.
it was about 20 minutes ago, but
Alright, we got all that started up. Let's check on everything. Do what now?
Confirmed tornado coming from like Camp Kaufman area to here.
Is it that right over there?
Yeah. Well, it said that on the radio, it said 5 minutes ago that it was entering Van Zandt County from Kaufman County. So it'll probably be here in the next 30 minutes.
Great. This is great.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna load this really fast, and you haul ass, you and Jason, and keep going. All right. My phone's just been blowing up quite a bit, but like I was saying, we can wrap in the rain. It's not like ideal. It's not gonna really hurt the bales if they get a little wet, but if they get torrential downpour on them and you're trying to wrap them, to me they seem like they get slimy when you go to feed them, just because they're so wet around the outside. Usually the inside of them's all right, you know. But and then the wrapper has a hydraulic drive motor underneath that's turning a tire that spins the hoop that wraps the plastic on the bales. And then so if you start getting really wet, then that tire will kind of like spin out on the hoop. All it is, on the very, very top of the hoop, it's got like a piece of expanded metal laid over the top of it for grip. And then that little tire, I mean, it ain't, you know, a 12-inch tire or something, maybe not even that. And then, so when it turns, it's gripping against that expanded metal to turn it. So obviously when it gets wet, then it likes to slip. So, as far as I can tell, just what Jeremy told me there when he pulled up with the truck, is that there's another one coming, and it's getting really dark and a lot of lightning over here towards the west. So really all we got to do is just, while we're wrapping right now, I mean it's raining, but it's not like a downpour yet, although I was kind of turning this way just because the winch wipers go. Just straight ahead, wherever that lightning strike is, just kind of looks funny that way. Just keep an eye on it. But what we got to do while we're wrapping here is we just got to watch the tire, or not watch the tire, just make sure the hoop is going at the right speed, you know, and that will let us know if we're slipping or not. And then if we slip too much, there's nothing going to stop that bale from being pushed through. So the quickest thing to do is just shut it off, and then we got to go to a plan B or even a plan C on maybe having to just sit and wait for a little while. So I think right now we're good. Yeah, so I kind of disappeared here for a little bit, but what was going on is we came back, turned the generator on, and then went to see where the damage was, and it was just up the road about maybe a mile. Went across. It actually kind of almost took the same path that the EF4 took a couple years ago, but it stayed. It was on the ground a lot less and kind of going more northeast instead of straight north. And then went back to the hayfield, and then right when I got to the hayfield, it was raining pretty hard down there. So they shut the balers down and shut the rake off. I took Allie home, and I gave my mom a ride home, and then came here while Jason and Jeremy loaded that truck up, and then obviously they brought the load in. So, man, that cloud looks really weird. A lot of lightning too. Good text. Yeah, have you got anything on your phone or anything?
Nope, no warnings or anything. I checked, but now I can't even get my internet to load anything.
Okay, well, Jeremy pulled up here a while ago and said that there was another one leaving Kaufman County and entering Van Zandt County. And so I'm over here rapping, and straight over the commodity barn, it just looks really funny looking.
Yeah.
And so
Get the kids in the closet?
yeah, I guess it would.
I don't know that I'd get it if it did, because I don't know if the tower is slow or what. Like, I can get service, but I don't know if there's enough
Yeah, I've been getting phone calls and texts, but I tried to pull up my radar earlier and it wouldn't work.
Yeah.
So
Okay, well, just keep me updated. And please don't just stay out there trying to YouTube it like you were the last one.
what are you talking about? What are you
Alex
close?
said you were freaking her out that you were trying to YouTube it.
Well, it's not YouTube it now. I'm trying to get this hay wrapped.
Yeah. Okay, well, still.
So what if YouTube
Careful,
is
stay
playing
out there.
in the background? What?
Okay, so just be careful and don't just stay out there.
Okay, well just have your phone with you and just be ready to get into the closet, and I'll call you if something happens.
Okay.
I mean, you can see the edge of the cloud is straight, and then it drops down right over the commodity barn, and then the tree by the diesel tank's in the way, and then it's straight over here again. So there's like a right over the commodity barn. I mean, it's still a ways away. Okay, just
Hey, I've got my phone beside me. You just keep me updated.
okay. I guess still don't have power, huh?
Huh?
Still don't have power.
No, no power. And it's getting hot in our house.
Oh. We're right there in this blue dot. So whatever. Yeah. I think the red stuff's gonna miss us, but we're gonna get some yellow, and then I don't know. I guess that's the rotation right there that you're talking about. Oh. Tornado warning in this area. Warning means there's one on the ground. Okay, jeez. Yeah, I knew she was gonna call. Yes.
I just got a tornado warning. Did you?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm watching it. Oh yeah, I see it good now. Huh?
So you be careful over there.
Yeah.
I'm not raising two kids and a baby on my own, so
Okay.
don't be heroes. Get your ass home or something.
Okay, well I'm in the loader, so I wouldn't be going anywhere.
Well, yeah, you would. You can still flip your loader over until you.
I'll buckle up.
That's still not gonna help you.
Why? It'd be buckled up.
Yeah, then you just flip over and glass would crack and to stab you, or it can flip you, or throw you into something. Like,
The glass would hit me and the glass would break.
oh, whatever.
Okay. No, there's
Are you actually seeing a tornado, or are you
Yeah.
just seeing the cloud road?
No,
Which way?
there is. It's either massive or it's just because the way a little bit of a hill is in the trees. But at the very front of it, you can see the clouds like going upward, like on the, you know, like the top shelf of the cloud, and then it drops down, and those clouds are just freaking like hauling ass upward. I need to call Wes and stuff, and then make sure they are heads up.
Alright, I love you, bye.
Okay, let me bye. Yeah, you gotta get outside and look at this.
What?
Like, another tornado over the commodity barn. Yeah. Just get outside and look that direction.
Oh, shit. Bye.
Okay, bye. It's not raining. Yeah, you and Jason need to keep your heads on a swivel.
Bye. Oh, shit.
Yeah, you see it now?
Yeah.
You see the tornado part of it, or you see the lightning?
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Oh, yeah. See, I didn't know. We were like blowing behind the trees, but then as soon as I drove forward, I saw it.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, thanks.
Bye. I just didn't know if you guys were, if y'all stayed here in town or y'all went to Silver Springs.
No, I was free, so.
Okay.
I think I was this way.
Yeah. I gotta go. My dad's calling me.
Okay.
All right, we'll see you. Yeah, hello?
Yeah, definitely a tornado. Getting closer.
That's what it looks like.
Oh, shit.
Is it, you think that, I mean, the tornado's not that big, is it? Oh, no, I see a little daylight underneath on top of the trees there.
No, you look behind it. You look behind it, all the shit behind it.
Yeah.
And
What?
They're kind of getting sucked, that shit's getting sucked in behind it, and the other stuff's going the other direction. In two different directions.
Yeah, well, if you watch in front of it, those clouds are like going straight up.
Yeah, they're getting.
And then the clouds in the back are spinning.
It's just a fucking tornado. It's like landed, it's bent over. It's a classic tornado look.
Yeah.
But it's not real defined though, but it's a classic. The classic one, big fat one. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, wherever that is right now, in the middle of it, it's hell right now.
Yeah.
I mean, over there, that looks like fucking, it's gonna be right in town.
That's
It's
what,
gonna be like, huh? Like going to Walmart.
yeah.
I don't know. But it's getting closer.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Like I said, with the southwest push, I don't know. What's that, more information?
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, it's like 2 of them within a couple hours.
Yeah. Well, let me call Jared, because that's kind of the direction it came from.
Oh, okay. Alright, bye.
Bye.
You have reached the voicemail box of 90.
Yeah, hello?
The page doesn't just set out for victory.
Okay, I'll be there in a second. You see that other tornado?
Huh?
See the other tornado? The other way.
I can't hear you.
Look in front of me,
Okay.
towards town.
Oh yeah, I saw that. That's so crazy.
Yeah.
Later.
Okay, see ya. Oh yeah, it's spinning big time. Hey. No, you can definitely see it now really good. It's probably like right over town.
Yeah.
But it came from like almost southwest of town, which been like towards Jared's house.
Yeah.
And so I tried to call Jared and I got no answer. So can you see if you can start getting a hold of Paige?
Sure.
make sure they're alive.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it headed towards us or like towards town?
It's gonna be like a glancing blow to the side of us.
Okay, I'll stop you.
Okay.
Yeah, love you.
I too.
Bye.
Bye. Oh man. Okay. Well, my cousin and his family, they're okay. That's great. Greatness. Ooh, that's a good lightning strike. Only thing is, we got these trees, so you can't really see if that's just all up in the air or if that's down on the ground. Now, one a few years ago when it went by, I mean, it was like no doubt it was on the ground. It was doing some damage. I think that one, there was 2 EF4s on the same day, and each one killed a person. So the one that went by about a mile from here ended up killing somebody about a mile up there. On the Highway 64, they drove right into it, killed him. And he was actually, I can't remember the whole deal, but he had something to do with dairy. But worked on a dairy or been working on dairies all his life or something like that. You can tell by these hay bales, they got really nice, pretty green coastal in them. And then they got some dead ryegrass. I mean, the ryegrass that it just, it burned up, and there was nothing we could do about it. So, too much water and not enough time to dry out for us to get on it. And so, I mean, I guess we're still going to be feeding it, but it's not going to have much value. And the coastal, I don't even know, but the coastal is not a very high quality grass. It's just it's at its best, it's okay. And then so this is probably okay. And then the ryegrass is going to be about as low as ryegrass can get. So it's going to kind of balance each other out, I guess, but there's nothing we can do about it. So, God, there's some weird stuff going on. We're gonna put this last bale in, park it, get over to the feed lane, put out feed for group 4, and then wait for the next load, which I think they should be here pretty quick. I'm leaving the camera in here because I'm not running with a magnet above my head or anywhere around me. Just lightning straight down. So, just gonna go put out feed. I mean, that is not that far away. And then the clouds are spinning. No, there's not gonna be any lightning. Wait for it. Huh. There was just all kinds of lightning. Oh, there's one over to the right. Dang, that's getting... Hello?
Hey, man.
Hey.
How's the weather?
Not good.
Is there
Yeah, I'm watching one right now.
Where's it at?
Between here and town. I mean, it's pretty close right now. It's definitely somewhere between here and town. If not, it may be over there somewhere 1255, 17. I don't think it might not be closer than that, but it's close enough.
Still too close.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't have any damage right there.
No. Well, I didn't get to make 2 steps out of the loader, and then Jeremy pulled in with the second load. So he ran and fed while I unloaded him, and then he already took off again. So let's see where that storm went on by, or that little supercell with the tornado in it. I've heard the high school got some damage, and maybe some other county road or something over west of town. Kind of where, actually, kind of in line with the high school is that 125 acre hayfield that we have. So somewhere in that area. But when it was over here, kind of more right in line with the silage bales, it didn't look like anything was touching the ground. And then once it went past us and actually was straight north of my house, which I'm pretty sure it was several miles from my house, but in that direction, it looked like it just kind of fell apart, lost intensity, and then there was sunlight behind it. And then we were sitting kind of pretty, got those bales unloaded, and then all of a sudden it started pouring down rain. So that's where we're at right now. And then look out the door, and there's sunlight there, but go to the back of our property, there's sunlight with hardly any rain, and whatever all this crap is. So Jeremy's going now to get the last load down there. Another one? See if I can get my radar to work. I need to text a guy. I just told a guy that it was okay for his wife to come home that lives down the road. So it's like stop raining. I don't know, this is some really weird stuff going on. Jesus. I don't know. We'll just continue rapping. I'm sure this is getting kind of boring watching this, but we'll just try to get rapping, and if any other craziness comes on, I'll turn the camera back on. So we got the 4th bale wrapping, the 3rd one on the ground, and 2 more on the trailer. I don't think I caught it earlier on video, but there's another tornado warning for the next 30 minutes or so. And it's starting to get dark over here, just in the same place, actually a little further in our direction. So the last one was more that way. Yeah, whatever. And it's starting to get some lightning and stuff over there too. So hopefully that's nothing. My mom and dad went to go check out the high school, and because we, heard, well, we still don't have power as far as I know, but I just noticed that street light's back on, so maybe we do have power. But earlier we still didn't have power, and somebody had called my mom and said the high school got some damage out of that storm that we were watching. So they went to go check it out and see what it was. And yeah. So we got these 2 bales to wrap. And then I gotta go mix a load of feed for tonight. Which shouldn't take too long. And then when they get done milking, which they are at least 20 minutes or so from being done milking, I got to after the DHIA people pull out their meters and their hoses and all that, got to get just make sure the barn's all back in order, and then I'll be able to call it a night, which is just say another hour, be 8 o'clock. Hello? Oh, really? Yeah? Yeah? Well, I tried to end the video a couple times, but my dad called, and then right after that, then my wife called, and then when I got over here, I talked to Jason real quick about what each one of them said when they called me. And then so what my dad was saying was him and my mom went to go look because somebody said the high school got messed up, but the high school's fine. And then kind of the northeast corner of, well, basically downtown, it got hit with that storm that we were watching, the second one. And then so from what my wife said was that somebody told her that the gas station right there on the corner of this intersection is demolished, and my dad said there was a significant amount of damage. So I don't know how long it was on the ground or where all it went. Haven't figured all that out yet. I guess my dad said he was waiting for walkers to come out from The Walking Dead because it looked like a movie set with all the cameras and all the damage. So yeah, but we're mixing up feed for tonight now, and we'll let this play a little bit because, you know, who doesn't like a mixing up feed video. So this third storm is coming in, and it's coming in pretty strong. We're getting a lot of lightning right now, and so what it looks like from the radar and stuff is that there's just a bunch of small supercell thunderstorms, and apparently the ones headed in this direction have tornadoes in them. So yeah, it's like really dark right above us right here. Light to that side, light to that side. You see that lightning? They went ahead and set out bales. I had been setting out bales after I mixed up feed, so I'm trying to pull out the baleage from yesterday. The baleage that was set out yesterday, I'm trying to pull it out so I can feed it up now, and then the baleage that was just set out, I can wait until tomorrow. So it's kind of being a little bit of a pain. So all we have left is a scoop of corn and some mix to put in the wagon, and let's see, there's some lightning. Anyway, the show goes on, you know. So we'll get this, let's see, we need 3,300 pounds, so we'll get it dumped in. then we need about 1,400 pounds of thru mix. Yeah, we're still feeding the thru mix. If you follow the videos, and I was trying to mix it ourselves, well, they screwed up and sent us another load of mix instead of a load of corn gluten. And then so we canceled the load of soy hulls, and they adjusted the price for it. So and now we got this one more load of thru mix to feed up. And then hopefully by the end of this week we get it all straightened out right with mixing it ourselves. I think that was part of the load of DDG video where I was talking about that. So from these storms, or rather tornadoes that have hit and touched down that we've seen today, hopefully nobody got injured or any, hopefully no one died. And then hopefully this third one that's coming is nothing. And oh, that was a good one. But yeah, we can get this feed finished mixed and put out, and then call it a day and go home. At least electricity's back on. And so with that, thanks for watching. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. So much for going to the hayfield anytime soon. That's my driveway. Great.